So here's why you need to make a YouTube channel in 2022. Money, lots of money. You can buy as many NFTs and biscuits as you want, all of the money you've ever dreamed of. For real though, money can be a great reason to get going with YouTube, but there's way more reasons why the timing and the algorithm right now is the best time to get going. Before we get going though, it's worth saying that you should consider your personal reasons for wanting to start YouTube in the first place. For example, I'm in love with the process of like planning, scripting, and like learning new ways to edit with videos. As time goes on with other channels as well, I want to dabble in like different genres, niches, and all sorts, and just like explore creativity essentially. Bear in mind, this could be different for you though. Maybe you like playing games with your friends on your own, doing playthroughs, like any of that. Maybe you're like really funny and you want to make comedy content to make people laugh. Maybe you really do just want to make lots of money. There is a bunch of reasons you could want to make a channel personally, so just consider that before you move on to anything else, because ultimately you have to want to do it at the heart of the whole thing, really. Now, the first reason, and a really valid one, is that it's never realistically been easier to start a YouTube channel. Almost everyone under the sun has a smartphone right now. Most of us have relatively new ones. With the cameras that phones are shipping with right now, that you're basically good to go as soon as you have a phone in your pocket. I am literally using my iPhone right now to record this, and it will be used for like the majority of my videos in the future as well. But even before this, I used to use my old Android camera on my old videos on other channels that I've done in the past. I've even recorded just straight off of a webcam before, not even a great one. Even with lighting, I'm literally using two super cheap Amazon ring lights. I'm holding one up and one's on a tripod.
Nice.
It's pretty simple to sort of like get a setup going. Not only that, but even audio is ideal. I'm using the built-in mic as we speak now just to prove a point, but you can also get some really cheap Amazon lavalier mics that plug into your phone. You can get wired and wireless ones. They're super easy to use, quite popular. And also just general PC mics. They're good for commentary content. And if you've got a little bit more money and you don't want ring lights or to hold them up like I am, you can get soft boxes on Amazon, really cheap double packs. I'll probably be investing in some myself.
Hello.
And even with audio and lighting, you don't realistically have to spend more than 50 to 100 pounds to start with, or dollars, wherever you are. You can seriously get going on such a cheap budget, and I'm kind of proving that now as we speak. Admittedly, it is a privilege to have a phone, but most people have contracts now. I don't even pay mine outright. I'm literally paying this off monthly. It's just a great way to start recording without having to lump out loads of money on a professional camera setup. Okay, point number 2, YouTube Shorts. And I don't just want to be another broken record person talking to you about how important they are in the algorithm right now, but genuinely, if you're trying to break the mold and just make some quick content, especially when you don't have like all of the time in the world, you don't have the full-time income of YouTube, making a short is considerably easier than making a full-length video. If you think about the time it takes to just record a video and then edit it compared to a short that can be literally as short as like 5-10 seconds if you want it to be. You can also chop up content. If you've got a longer form podcast or stream or anything you're doing on YouTube or on Twitch or other platforms, TikTok even, you can just post them straight across into YouTube Shorts. This is a great way of just building discoverability and giving yourself authority on the platform. Not only that, but it just builds up an expectation that YouTube has of your niche. If you're making a bunch of shorts and a bunch of content about the same topic, it's going to know that you're doing that and it will show you to more people. The beauty of shorts as well is that if it doesn't go well, if a short flops, you've only probably spent like no more than an hour making it, whereas if a video flops, it's a bit more of a commitment. So shorts is a great way to get going and sort of like test the water and sort of practice your, editing etiquette and stuff like that. And again, even from a recording standpoint, you can do most shorts on your phone, of course, TikToks as well. Like, it's so achievable to record these. And to top all of this off, shorts is still so early days that there's not enough supplies for each of the demand. You can very easily pop off. I've done this on another channel of mine that focuses on Pokemon. I've had so many videos that would only get like maybe 100, 200 views because I was a very small channel and I still am. But with shorts, there were some that would skyrocket to 1,000, which was huge for me at 100 subscribers.
Wow.
You can also use shorts to boost your long form content. If you record a bunch of shorts, as many as you possibly can, and sort of post them the days leading up to your full video, making sure that they're relevant to the same topic, you've just got a better chance of YouTube expecting that content. And if people are watching and liking and subscribing based on the short, then they're more likely to be recommended your video in the long run. One more thing about them, they're introducing some new monetization things for 2023 involving shorts specifically. So it's a great time to sort of build your platform on that right now before we hit the new year. Anyway, moving on. So number 3, evergreen content. And if you haven't heard that phrase before, it basically just means content that is going to be forever useful and forever searchable on YouTube. So for example, like a video that's like how to edit in a certain way, that's evergreen content. People are always going to be searching for that. But then when you compare it to a video like how to get tickets to this concert, that's only going to be relevant before and leading up to that concert. And then after that, no one's ever going to need to see that video ever again. So if you make evergreen content on YouTube, especially, and try and make that a focus, you're setting yourself up for views that trickle in over time. I've done this with the first video on this channel. I made a video on Twitch tips for how to set up channel points, stuff like that. I won't go into it too much, but basically that video had maybe 10, 20 views when I posted it for the first 2-3 weeks. It's now jumped up to 300, and whilst that's not a huge amount for a small channel like mine, that's huge for a first video. And bear in mind, all of that has happened over a 3-month period. So even if a video doesn't blow up straight away and you've made it evergreen in mind, don't worry, maybe down the line that could blow up and be one of your bigger videos. You can also go back and edit the thumbnail and title of current videos on the platform to bring them back into relevancy and maybe hit the algorithm again. You can literally do this in YouTube Studio. YouTube has made it so easy to bring back life into older content. This is a great way to go back and change things as well if you think that a thumbnail wasn't quite right, or if it was a little bit cringe and you're trying to change like really old content. But ultimately, always keep that in mind. If you can make a video that feels more relevant as a topic to people beyond the day that you're posting it, then definitely aim to post that kind of content. I do want to stress though that don't worry if that's not possible in your niche. Maybe some videos you have to just go for current topics. For example, again, with my Pokemon channel, I had to stay up to date with the TCG essentially to be relevant rather than posting stuff that could be viable all of the time. But even if you look at the video I'm recording right now, this could be considered an evergreen approach to making this kind of content. Although the title says why to make a channel in 2022, I can always go back later and change that digit. So that means for the rest of this year, it's a relevant title, but then I can keep it relevant in the following years by changing the title and changing the thumbnail. This next tip might sound super obvious, but you can literally make a channel about anything. We've kind of touched on it a little bit throughout the other topics, but if you do want to stick to a niche, that is a good way of just maintaining growth and sort of sticking in an algorithm in a certain sort of place. It's good for growth. But that niche can literally be whatever you want. There is channels dedicated to cleaning carpets. I know because I've seen them way too much. I watch hours of this content. Help me, please. I need to stop, like, help. It's actually like really satisfying. But if you're anything like me, you might be putting off making content or not knowing what to make necessarily. And that could be holding you back. That could be the reason you haven't started yet, or the reason that you've started but not continued to be consistent. You need to remember that you're just way too in your head about it if you're thinking about these things before you've even posted. Just remember, like, if you haven't recorded a video or edited a video and got one ready, you can't judge it negatively if you don't even know what that video is yet. If you have an idea, get it down, plan it, record it, and just see what happens. Trust me. My best advice on this is just pick something that you're going to enjoy making. Like, I love the idea of talking about YouTube and content and stuff like this and Twitch and all these platforms, so I'm doing this. And I love Pokemon, so I made a Pokemon channel. I love gaming, I made a gaming channel. And if you love cleaning carpets, make a channel about cleaning carpets. Please, like, I've watched most of them on YouTube. I need some new ones, like, please. But do it, please, now. You've got this. Make that channel, make a video, go. My last point kind of touches on the point we just covered, but if not now, when? If you're not making the channel now and you're watching these videos about how to make a channel and why you should start one, what's holding you back? Why did you click on my video now? Why did you maybe watch other videos like this? What question are you trying to find the answer to? Try and ask yourself this honestly and like in its rawest, purest form, and just try and figure out what that answer is for you. Why are you being held back in your own head from doing this? What's stopping you starting today, right now, in this moment? If you figure that out, you can head on, take that obstacle and just remove it out of your way and just start as soon as you possibly can. At the end of the day, if you're worried it might not work out, then the earlier you give it a go, the sooner you'll find out if it's not for you. And if this is your dream and you really want to give this a shot, just start, just go. Even if it doesn't work out to be the best thing you've ever imagined, at least you won't be regretting it later on. I believe in you. Anyway, thank you for watching. I'm hoping that something in this video was helpful for you, and if it was, please leave a like and comment what I helped you with. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this. I'm going to be posting super regularly, similar content to this, and I've got a bunch of other channels for other topics if you want to see those as well. That was a little quick one with some easy tips, but I just wanted to motivate people if they're struggling with the same thing that I did. But now I'm here and I'm doing it, and you can too. Now go away. No, seriously, go away. Why are you here?
Go away!